It should sound a little bit better on your guys' end. Let me know if it sounds better to you guys. I found out there's like some noise suppression stuff on OBS, so I just used that instead of trying to figure out myself, and it works a lot better, I think. So yeah, anyways, oh yeah, I forgot the notes thing. Hold on. Yeah, and after this, we can react to dub duels if you guys want. I mean, I'm kind of down. That can be like a thing that happens until they like announce their winner or whatever. But literally, I looked at the dub duels after they judged it, and I got every single prediction right. Like they chose the exact same ones that I chose, and I guess that's a good sign. I haven't listened to any of them yet, so don't spoil anything for me, okay? Don't join the voice chat and then like recreate sounds, dude. I'll be kind of pissed. Anyways, with the first person here, Firmalat. I think this is a new person that joined. So everybody, welcome Firmalat for their first submission. I'm not gonna be like extremely harsh, but I'm gonna be honest still. So you better prepare for honesty, okay? Let's go ahead and play this one. Okay, it's pretty like Egyptian. Damn. Damn. Okay, I guess that's about it for this. This is like one of the first few ones that I've had where I was like kind of surprised at some other elements. There's a lot of elements that people just leave abandoned when they make music. This song was actually really well structured. No part in this was I like lost where I was like I didn't know what was going on. There was no part in this where I was bored. There's no part in this where like you didn't tease any sounds. Like everything here flowed very, very well. And this is like something that a lot of other dubstep artists don't keep in count for. It's how their drop flows, how their build up flows, how their breakdown flows, and just transitioning. Like your transitions were beautiful here. One of the examples I want to point out is the transition between the first intro part to the build up, because that was really good. Like that was great. That was a great transition. Absolutely no complaints there. You nailed it on those parts. So let's talk about the places that were like need some work. So you had good dynamics in the drop. Like none of the parts were distorting or too loud. Mix sounds pretty good for the most part. But you did have like you had a respace somewhere where it was like too loud. So I can find it. Yeah, it's right here. That respace needs to be turned down. It's way too loud. And it kind of makes sense because that bass is a very distorted bass just inherently. So turn that one down. The elephant in the room is the sound design, unfortunately. The sound design is just not there. It's not up to par. It is lacking very much. The sound design's too noisy. It's like too separated. I can hear the separate bass that is going. It's like a square wave. I can hear the noise layers on it. I can very easily tell like what's happening, and I can probably recreate this pretty easily. But it sounds very noisy, like he just took like like some noise, just straight up noise, and like high pass it or something. I hear a lot of layers in this too. So using a lot of layers, and it's just not working that well. It just comes across like you are trying too hard to make a good sound, but you're getting mixed up in weeds. When you're sound designing, it's really important you do not get into weeds. What I mean by getting into weeds is you have a sound, you are so determined to make that sound that you just keep on adding layers and layers and layers, and you overproduce that sound. When you overproduce a sound, it becomes really hard to change it, and also makes it really difficult to give up that sound because you're like, oh, I've worked on this so much. It's the sunken cost fallacy. If you work so hard on one sound, you tend to just stick with that sound, and you're less likely to try other methods that might be better. For this, it sounds like this is a pretty much complete song, but if it's sound design, that is a relatively simple thing to fix. I know you're going for like a big cathedral, like cinematic kind of sound. You can keep that. If you have some layers, you can also just apply those layers to a new sound. I would just suggest you get a new sound entirely. Just make a new sound, see if it works, just play around with it. If you don't like it, then you can go back to this one. It's totally fine. I'm totally not against the idea of like scrapping this. I think you should like release this. It's a well-produced song. I would say that. Your mixing is pretty good. I really appreciate the dynamics, like I said before. So I think it's just a solid release. And also, when you don't release songs, it's content that you've worked on that you're not promoting, and other people still might like it. I'm really nitpicky about stuff, but you should just release this and move on. working on a song that's really old is a really big detriment to your creativity and your learning, you can make a new song and just apply those things you learned here. So, oh, hey, Akuma. What's up? I haven't seen you in a while. Just going over this person's song. Everybody say hello to Akuma. Oh yeah, the other part I was commenting on is the sidechain. The sidechain is very strange. I was kind of like thinking about it in the first drop. I was like, there's something up with the sidechain, but now I kind of understand what it is. I think it's just too long, or the decay is like too long. It's ducking the kick and snare or kick clap properly, but it's just ringing out too long, and it just sounds like the basses are constantly fading in. You don't want this basses to sound like they're constantly fading in. You want it to be like a part of the song. It was really apparent in this part in the second drop, because that's where I noticed it the most. You kind of hear how the bass is like slowly fading in after each drum hits. That's something you want to avoid, because it sounds like some crazy sidechain, or it sounds like a mistake. It sounds like either you have a limiter on your master and the kick, or the kick is just triggering the limiter to duck everything for a really long time. Like if you have a long release on your limiter, then it's going to duck everything afterwards for a long time. So that's something you need to look out for. I don't know if it's a sidechain problem or like a limiter problem. Either way, that needs to be fixed. It's too bright. Yeah, I think the kick is too bright. But honestly, I'm kind of torn about it. I don't know if it like works for this. I think it might work for it. So I might just like concede on that one. It might be fine. Yeah, that's about all for the notes. Just like clean this up. Try your best to remake the sound design and make it sound better. But yeah, really well produced song. I'm very impressed with your submission, Firmalet. I hope I'm saying your name right. And welcome to the Agony family. We all suffer together in pain and agony. All right. I think he submitted twice too, so. All right, the second response, Avada. All right, Avada. Let's go see what you cooked up. Malignant. Dude, Malignant Records is gonna take you down. That's like such clear copyright infringement. You're gonna die. Anyways. Avada. sounds right here are really good. They're fucking gnarly. About a cadaver. Oh boy, we're back with the horns. What's up, Jado? Or Djo? Oh! Damn, nice. Okay. I have some mixed emotions with this one. So the horn. We need to talk about the horn. Yeah, I don't like the horn. Intros like these, I just do not like, man. They're so boring. They're so boring to me. It comes across like you are not trying to make anything good. You're just like, oh, made a drop. There you go. Slap on some horns. Woo! Avoidable cause remix right there. Okay. You can still have like the horns and everything, obviously, but my issue is that it's a horn sound and then nothing. It's like reverb and that's it. And then another horn sound plays. Like, you can add something to it. You can add a small melody to it, something that's interesting. You're just making this intro so skippable. And if it's so skippable, then why even make it intro? You know what I mean? Like, it's completely unnecessary. At this point, like, you could just start the song right here because this whole intro doesn't serve a purpose. You're not hooking me in. You're not, like, leaving it a good impression. So just work on that more and find some things you can add to it that are really cool and interesting. I should submit the worst track on my hard drive. More pain and suffering, haha. Dude, I have some pretty awful shit on my hard drive. You ever like go through your songs, you're like, damn, why did I make this? Like, I'm so bad at music. I have a few of those on my hard drive. The first bass. Yeah, it's like too noisy. Like, it's like, where's the mids? That's what I want to know. Where's the mids in this? There's no mids in this. The high end might not be so bad if it had mids. When it's like just a sub and like high end, it sounds like really unbalanced. So that might be why I think that. But if you have mids that you took out, just bring it back here. And if that doesn't work, then just turn the highs a little bit. It's like kind of a minor issue. It's just like turn down high end, whatever, you know. The next thing is the second bass, really good. Like, that's a solid bass. That is a good heckin' bass, man. I want to talk about this snare thing. At that point, like, at some point, your snare had like a sound right before it hit that just like took away from the impact of it completely. Yeah, it was this part. Like, do you hear that? I'm gonna download the file and like see for myself, because I hear it's like a mistake. It's clearly a mistake that is present in your song, and you might not be aware of it. So I'm gonna see if I can diagnose it for you. But I hope you did happen to hear it. Let me see. Okay. There's something happening here. You see on my screen. You have your bass and it's playing, it goes. It just plays out. And for some reason, it's cutting out very slightly right here and then being pulled back in. So it's like adding this doubling effect. I think what it might be is you have a reverse kick. Do you have a reverse kick on this? Yes. Oh my gosh. Dude, I'm such a genius. Reverse kick. Okay, I would take the reverse kick out, or I would just turn it down a lot. Because you can see here, the reverse kick, the start of the reverse kick is actually ducking. It's face canceling the bass a little bit. So it's like, it's adding like a, I want to say it's like a transient, but the transient doesn't exist. It's like the opposite of one. It's like there's silence just all right here and there's a high end. And that's kind of a problem. It's also ducking the low end, but it's not ducking the high end. So that's probably why it's making this buzzing sound. So that can mess up your mix. Just turn that down or remove it. That's what I would say. Does it say production stream? Oh, shoot. Ah, geez. Let me fix that real quick. I don't know why it's... I changed it in the settings to feedback stream. It said feedback stream, and now it says production stream. Dude. What incarnation is this? Why does it say production stream? I even changed the thumbnail. The thumbnail says feedback stream. Alright. Well, my bad. Okay. Okay, we're back in business, I think. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Yeah, it's present throughout, and it kind of comes in here. So just either remove that or, yeah, turn down. Anyways, let's see. Okay. Yeah, the whole first drop is just good. Like, it's just a nice drop. However, nothing stands out to me. Nothing is really interesting to me. It just sounds like another dubstep song. So, you do that what you will. You can put more work into it, but it is not super amazing, interesting to me. It's just another song. I had some other notes on the second drop because you did something kind of interesting. But your execution was a bit poor. So we'll go over that real quick. Yeah, of course. The horn thing. Like, yeah, if you do something with the intro here, you can probably just copy and paste it over here to make it match, you know. But okay, yeah. So you're doing a kick, snare. It's a good idea. It's a good idea you're trying to execute. I like where you're going with this. But there needs to be something that kind of emphasizes that kick, snare thing. Yeah, the bass playing, it's just playing, what's it playing? Is it playing, it's playing dotted notes, right? Am I crazy? I think it's dotted notes, right? It's playing dotted notes. The sidechain's ducking it really hard. You could, instead of making it dotted notes, you could try to emphasize it and have it syncopate with those kicks. So it could be like like really fast notes playing. If you do really fast notes, like anything higher than I'd say like 8 notes probably for this bass. Anything higher than 8th notes, just render it out and then cut it manually. So that way you don't have any bleeding into your effects, and also just sounds sharper. Like you have way more control over the shape of the sound. Something like Something like that. You can switch up the flow a lot to really make an impact with that kick. It's just the bass. The bass is like the main thing that you need to change here. That's the thing. And the bass flow sounds fine here because you're not doing the double kick. But you could still do something with it. It just sounds fine. It's not like an immediate issue. But yeah, good submission overall. I mean, I enjoyed it. I would probably dance to this. My family would probably boogie down. Let's see the next one. And yeah, it's no longer a production stream. Sorry, guys. You guys can go home. No dubstep. Excuse me. I'm just loading the next response. It's just taking forever. All right. We have Dijo. And you had some notes. You said, general feedback is welcome. Still fleshing out some of the fills and glitches, but the basic skeleton of the track is here. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on it so far. Thank you. Yeah, of course. So this is a work in progress, obviously. I feel like you guys send me a lot of like full songs. Like it's so rare for me to find something you guys made that's like a minute long. If you guys submit stuff that's like earlier in the work in progress, it probably would be like a benefit to you because you're not committing to an idea or like a mix or a sound, you know, so it's a much earlier process where something can be changed. If you do have songs that are like more work in progress, just try and submit those and you might catch yourself for making a big mistake that you regret. And then spending all your time working on that song, obviously. So we have Dijo here. And let's go just listen through it. You're welcome, Avada. Keep up the good work. Oh.
3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3.
Hello, Ravadra. Yeah, I don't have too much to say about this. The big part of this that I didn't like was that it's really messy And that kind of comes along with the style you're going for. You're going for a really big, lot of vocals, a lot of effects style. But there's a lot you can do to make it sound better. What I suggest is kind of employing some more advanced mixing techniques. And that goes with like sidechaining. So you can actually sidechain a bass with another bass. But you can apply just sidechain to be in like high end or the low end or something of the sort. I did something very similar with the Evade remix the Evade collab that I did on Patreon. There was the main like rhythm-esque bass, and then there was that gun bass. And what I did to allow room with those two basses is I sidechained the quarter note rhythm bass that I made with the gun bass. So that way every time the gun bass played, it would duck parts of the rhythm bass, but it also wouldn't duck like the high end, so that it was able to layer on top, and it wouldn't cut out completely. It would just cut out like the low end basically. So you can do something similar. I hear you have like a screech layer, you have a main bass layer that's playing quarter notes. And you have a lot of layers here. What I recommend doing is the quarter note bass layer that you have that's really washy. Sidechain that with the screech bass you have, like this, just the flat sustain that you have. But don't do it too much. Just do a regular volume sidechain of some sort. So that way that like when the bass plays, it's not getting too noisy. And make it very gradual. You want to add some more attack and release, so it's not like just going up and down like crazy. You want to be really soft, kind of like an implied sound. So I think your layers are also a bit too much. Your layers are too loud. Kind of, if you have more than 3 layers, what you should do is you should mute them all, basically turn all the volume down on them. Have just the main layer, the main part with the sub or whatever, and then slowly bring back the mixer channels of each bass. I can kind of demonstrate what I mean by that. So, let's say for example, mixer 39 right here is my bass. It's my main bass. It's the one I started with mixing. And everything afterwards from 40 to 44, let's say, is like a layer. So I'll make those like kind of like a red. So let's say the bass is right here, and you have all these layers here. What I want you to do is you're going to take all the layers you have, and you're going to turn them all the way down like this. So they're all going to be basically muted. Your bass is the only one playing, the sub bass or whatever. And you're going to slowly bring back each one of them until you like it. So the first layer, you're going to bring it back, say, okay, I like it there. And then this one, you're going to bring it back up, and you're like, oh, that's kind of harsh. I'm going to bring it down to here. Next one, you're going to mix it in, and then so forth until it sounds good. And you're going to be doing this with the rest of the mix playing. So your drums are going to be playing, your hi-hats are going to be playing, your bass layers are going to be playing. Everything's going to be in context. And you're going to bring these levels back up one by one. That'll help you like kind of reset your ears, and then like be able to evaluate the mix with fresher ears and kind of like undo all the mistakes you made. So that's a really good idea for layers. I used to do it all the time with Future Bass and Locked Dubstep stuff, because that had a lot of layering in it, of course, with supersaws and stuff. So then I would just kind of turn down all the layers and then bring them all back up if I was not happy with what I had. Do they have anything else? Oh yeah, sidechain. Sidechain is just too long. I think that's a really easy thing to fix. I really hope that you are not using traditional sidechain. I really hope that you're not using traditional sidechain compression. Like I saw one of my homies using just regular sidechain compression, just from a straight up compressor, and I was like, dude, it's 2025. We don't do it like that anymore, especially in EDM. Like we don't talk about sidechain compression. What are you making? Rock music? You're not making dad rock, bro. You're making dubstep. Get with the times. Come on. So I really hope you're not using a sidechain compressor. Like I beg. Use Kickstart. Oh, okay. I mean, okay, hold on. Kickstart I think got really good. At first, Kickstart was like straight up like an LFO. I think like it would just play quarter note for like your kick, and you couldn't stop it. It was just playing constantly. I think it's way better now. Send a link so I can donate, please. It's in the description. It's my Patreon. That's how you can like do stuff. Sidechain stuff, you just make it shorter. I think you can adjust the Kickstart with the audio file. Yeah, so it's the one I'm thinking of then. I think you can change the shapes on there, can you? You can like change the curve, right? If you can't change the curve, just kind of like dial it back a little bit. The biggest mistake I see people do is they make the sidechain way too long, and you can change that a lot. But Djo, I think it might be worth investing into new sidechain plugins, because if you do multi-band sidechain, it can really benefit your mixdown. Because say like you do want that pumping effect for the high end. Let's say you do really like that. You can achieve that sound still and have the bass still play consistently. So let's say like your kick, the whole point of sidechain anyways is to like, so it doesn't like ruin the sounds of the kick. Your bass is gonna clash. It's gonna do like phase cancellation, all that stuff. You can just mix the low end to be like congruent with the kick, so it's like a nice line. And then you can have the high end sidechained completely separately, and you can adjust the high end however much you want. Like you have that creative freedom to do that. You should look at some new plugins. Maybe I think Kickstart, it doesn't do multiband at all. It's just like a overall just ducking audio kind of plugin, which is fine for most applications. But if you want to get better at sidechaining, that's probably the best thing. And I mean, sidechain is a big part of EDM. If you want your drums to really punch through, then you gotta employ some new sidechaining methods. I think the energy you have in this is pretty dang good. I like it. Yeah, very solid intro. I didn't say anything for the intro, but just really good overall. That's good. A solid applause for Djo. It has a band function on there, so you can duck everything below a certain frequency. Okay. I think the band function. So you can't sidechain the high end independently. I'm assuming it would just duck the low end then. You could do it like that. Yeah, it probably wouldn't still work though. Because you need a way to sidechain just the high end then if you were to do that. Because you don't want to take away the sidechain completely from the high end, because you want your transients to hit through and stuff, obviously. And if you applied sidechain twice, then it would just like, it would be really hard to control the sidechain, but I guess you could do that. Also, that's kind of like the opposite effect you want. You want to sidechain the high end more, essentially, than the low end, if you want that ducking effect properly. Thinking maybe I do different side chains for myself. You could do that, I guess. That could work. That would still be like way messier to do it, and is kind of like the unoptimal way, but it could work in theory, yeah. Okay, next submission. Let's see, switching faces. Oh, there's a different language on here, and I was like, what? Ori Vogel. I'm Kafig. Is this German? Yeah, it's German. We got a German guy in the chat. Switching faces, is that you? That's German, right? I know how to speak German. I took German like in 1 year, and I was like, yeah. Bird in the cage. Vogel im Kafig. I don't know how to pronounce it, man. I tried. Anyways. Okay, this intro, I don't know why I kind of thought it was funny. It's like a someone going ah. It's German, yeah, yeah, I thought so. Okay. Ah, okay. Turn down a little bit. I hear it distorting. Why is it distorting? Oh shit. 9 months ago. 2 days ago. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, damn. And the layers. Damn, this is really bird in a cage coded. Like, I feel like I'm a bird in a cage. Oh, I love that little high-end thing you do. Okay, great. Okay. That's good. I like that. That's kind of what I had written down. Big ambient, very ambient. I like it. Good tones. Very metallic, very horror-esque. Just sick overall. You also implemented really good in the drop too. I'm glad to hear that. The big layers in the background, I think it was like, yeah, like that's great. Good job with that. Yeah, your intro is just pretty good. I like it. I think it works. Now, my biggest critique of this kind of song is you have like a bias thing happening. Excuse me. Your bass, I can just tell you like completely fucked it with bias, like the bias part of distortion. It's a good way to make the bass sound really gritty, but you really need to be careful with it because it can completely destroy your transients with a gun bass in particular. That's what's happening to you right now. Your transients are being absolutely gigafucked right now. Yeah, the bias rumble is really sick. It's just like it literally just does destroy your like high end in the bass. So you have to really be careful with it. I did this effect with Labyrinth, actually, the song I made, where I had bias on my gun bass, and I didn't like what is in my high end, so I literally just ducked out the bias when it would first hit. So right here, it's like the transient doesn't sound good because the bias is there and there's like no high ends, or sorry, there's no low end there to make that gritty. So it just sounds really weird and kind of unpleasant. What I would say is if it's like in the plugin you're using, like if you're using Faceplant and the distortion is in Faceplant, just get a small little envelope and have it like fade in the bias mode or fade into the distortion, because it just sounds better. The transient sounds better without bias. So find some way to introduce it to just the low end, or when the low end hits. I think it'll be just way better. Like it's gonna be so much clearer to you, and it won't just sound like you just fucking slapped on bias and called it a day, you know? Yeah, really gnarly, gritty song here. It's great. I want to talk about one more last thing. It gets really messy up in the second track. So I really like that like high pitched thing you do. It's really sick. It's not the part I'm talking about. It's the gun bass. The gun bass kind of goes all over the place. Right now it's just playing whatever it wants to. You don't need to have it go crazy like this. You can control a little bit. There's like no flow even happening. It's just playing whatever. Just take some notes out, make it more consistent. People like repetition still. Don't be afraid of repetition. It's human nature. We like to expect things. But the balance between expecting things and it not being boring, that's like a balance everybody struggles with. I think you should find the flow and stick with it for this part mostly. And you can just add little gibbly bits, just have the bass go crazy or whatever sometimes, but don't make it too insane like you are right now. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say to this. It's just good. It's really good. I like it a lot. This is like one of my favorite submissions so far, actually. Very unique too. I also want to like talk about the Skrillex rhythm thing that happened too, maybe after stream or like after Dub Duels or something, because I have some thoughts about that, and I think you guys can guess where my thoughts are going to lead to. Thank you so much. You're welcome, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep going. Next one. What's the next one? Avada again? Is this the same one? Oh yeah, it is. You sent the same one twice. And Fermalat submitted it again too. You guys. Yeah, these are both the same. So I guess we'll just go right into Dub Duels then. Dub Duels. We'll do Dub Duels, and then I want to look at the Skrillex thing that I was talking about. Okay, all right. We're in the Dub Duels segment of the stream.
I'm about to end this man's whole career. What career? But I'm not a rapper.
That's Vexus and Nova Dubs.
What career? Look.
Let's just rhythm, dude. Wait, rewind. Damn. Yeah, I'm leaning towards Nova as well. Oh! Yeah, that's a hard Nova dubs. Very much like the Nova dubs one more. I'm biased because I like Tear Out, guys. Haha. Okay, Lita and oh boy. Oh boy. Lita versus Kerosene. Okay, like I said before, I'm a big Kerosene fan. Let's see if he can pull out on this one, because I didn't really like his last one that much, but okay, damn, pull on the piano, I guess. Oh boy. It's gonna be Rhythm again. I mean, it sounds really heavy, like sound design wise. The bass is also really mono. Like why are the hi-hats more stereo than the bass? Oh, sick, bro. Okay, Lita, you get some brownie points for the intro, because that intro is really good. Your sound design's sick, but it's also mono. Pick Kerosene dubs. Oh goodness. It's gonna be Rhythm again, I bet. It's the serum modulate the octave thing. Okay. Yeah, I smell it. Big stinky Rhythm. Damn, bro. I don't like the Rhythm. If he didn't make Rhythm, he could have won this one. It's Lita for me, dude. Lita's, it's just like Square 4 stuff that I think is so like boring, and I know the potential Kerosene has to make something sound really good, but it's just like Lita made a way better intro too. This is just like your average Rhythm intro. I think Lita's sound design is just stronger, and usually Kerosene's would be, but he chose Square 4. So there's nothing cool about Square 4. I don't get it. I don't understand the Square 4 hype ever. I just don't understand. Someone pound it in my head. Okay, Astaroth and Zuma. Okay, this is gonna be like a really good battle though.
Oh Sexy's good, sexy's class. Spank me, baby, whoop my ass. 69
What the
doggy style. Suck my dick and make me smile. Get on the bed and give me head, cause I'm
Yo, what is happening in this one?
Every day, good up on the replay, respect out for the DJ. My DJ is on them decks and they getting kind of vexed and they want some sex. So we get a girl and they stick it up a button. Laugh at her cause she was a fatty.
Okay.
Stick it up a bump, bump to the pump and then I come, she said to me, oh chippy, I shade it. I run away cause you're having a baby to me. But how could it be? Cause guess what, mate? I wore with Johnny last night. So when I'm on the mic, I get the crowd hype and I flipping the tickets.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Well, roll on that back. Dog, you can't just have the goofiest intro in existence and play like that, dude. What are you doing? Oh my days. Oh my days. Yeah, this is fat. What the fuck? Oh, that distortion. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm listening to someone's ADHD like real time. Like there's so much going on. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then Zuma. Oh yeah, we love some drill.
I didn't see no one. I was linking thoughts and dogging them out and hanging up cars like hold on. Kinda weird, I missed that life, right? But it feels so wrong. Got paid but I had to stretch it. Now I'm posted up trying to get it. She like, why you heartless? These hoes won't even get it. I got mad and I wanted to pull man up. If bros on go, don't tag me. Don't even step with man if you're gonna explain to me why you like me.
Damn.
If shit gets hot.
Yeah, I don't need to listen to the rest of that one, but damn, they're both good. I like both of them. Like Astaroth is so much more messy, but it's like a good kind of messy. It sounds like it would be messy, but you can still like hear all the parts of it, and it's not confusing, and it doesn't like the messiness doesn't take away from the song. Just sounds like a lot of layers. Zuma's is definitely better mixed, I think. It sounds like Astaroth is just like it has way more like work put into it. Like they really went far. I'm gonna go with Astaroth. Astaroth. Okay, that's my vote. Astaroth. Oh, we have another heavy hitter, Vex You. Zuma's is more of a track. I think, yeah, you're probably like Astaroth sounds kind of like a flex, but I like flexy kind of music. I don't know. I'm torn about this one. Like I like both of them. I just like Astaroth just a little bit more. Okay, Surgeon versus Vexu. Surgeon's good. Vexu's good. This is gonna be another close one for me, probably. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay. Ooh. I like that bass. It seems like Vexu made a really short one.
I'm a Bradford man with a plan to bang. I take on the full
What the
team like
fuck?
I'm Jackie Chan, you're not a gangster man. You ain't got the gang, I got plants in the back of the transit van. I'm a Bradford man with a plan to bang. I take on the full team like I'm Jackie Chan, you're not a gangster man. You ain't got the
Oh. Holy shit. What? I like Vexu's way more, honestly. The sound design is just so much better in my opinion. I like it way more. It's so clean. The sounds are so crispy. I feel like Surgeon sounds, I feel like I've heard a lot of them before. That second bass though, that's like, I think this one. I like that one a lot. But the main bass, I feel like I've heard a lot of. It's like still really good. It's just, you know, something I kind of expected more of. But these sounds over here, I have not heard those sounds like that before, and they sound really good. And he's not compensating for his song with a lot of layers. Everything feels like it has a really essential part into this. Like every single layer is doing its part, and there's no leftovers or scraps. There's no laziness happening here. I think it's so intentional there. So I'm giving my vote to Vexu. I feel like I'm definitely gonna be disagreeing with some judges on this one. Last time, I'm surprised. Like all of them were the exact same that I voted. Okay, yeah, those are all the ones for dub duels. Then I just like it way more. Okay, and I want to look at the Skrillex song. Like barely briefly listened to it. It's Scut. My first impressions were not good.